Hey gang, once again this is Jason with For the Love of Tractors. I am taking a look at this awesome Ford Semi made by Top Shelf Replicas. I call this one Ugly Duckling because it's this poop brown color, and apparently nobody wanted it because I got a pretty decent deal on it. And so anyway, let's talk trucks, y'all. Okay, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm not a truck guy by any stretch of the imagination. I don't even really like pickup trucks that much. They just remind me of work. So anyway, but of course every model farm needs a semi truck, or 5 or 10, depending on if you're a BTO or not. I am not. So what am I doing with this cool old Ford semi truck from Top Shelf Replicas? Well, I was talking to the dealer at a toy show, and he was giving me lots of great information, and I said I like the looks of these trucks, and he said, hey, there's a brown one, and there's a bit of a backstory on why this brown is cheaper. I'm not going to get into it because it sounds like it's a bit messy, and so I just don't want any part of it. But anyway, so it sounds like this brown one is going to be a bargain for a while. I paid a little more than 20 bucks for it, which is pretty darn good for a semi truck, I think. It is die cast. I mean, of course there's plastic in it, and that's fine, but it's got a nice weight to it, and I think it's a sharp looking truck, especially if you're wanting maybe an older truck. My plan is actually to stretch this frame out and use it as a fertilizer tender truck. And so the first thing I asked the dealer is, I said, hey, does this stupid air dam pop off? He's like, yep, just pull it off, boom, done. And it does. And this comes in a nice little box, which I immediately threw away. I mean, I'm going to customize this. I don't want to keep the box. It's just clutter. But, but if you do like, keeping these on a shelf or whatever, the box has a great viewing window. You can check it out, no problem. So let's try to get into the meat of this real quick. I don't want this to go too long. So your hood opens up. You've got your engine in there. Not particularly greatly detailed, but it's there, it's neat. I'm glad that option is there. We can at least see the fan. I guess if you wanted to go nuts detailing it, you probably could do that yourself pretty easy. But that opens and closes pretty easy. Of course, you got your front flashers, front headlights. Those look nice. That front grille looks great, I think. Side mirrors, horns, like kind of running lights, if you will. Single exhaust on the side. I guess there's some potential for customizing there with a straight pipe or side exit or duals. I guess if you really want to get crazy, you got your fuel and hydraulic tank. Actually, that's backwards. Or yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Could be 2 fuel tanks. Again, I'm not a truck guy. Your 5th wheel here, 5th hitch, deck plating, and kind of window out the back. One thing I really like on this tractor. Do you call these tractors too? I think some people yeah, we're going to call it a truck for all intents and purposes here For the Love of Tractors. Anyway, these wheels are great. They're real rubber. They're not hard rubber. They're not soft rubber. They've got a great feel to them. I like them. They roll easy. I say that, there we go. They roll easy. Of course, I'm on my gravel here. Front wheels turn really easy and nice and far too. Not like some of the other company that makes these trucks. It's got the PTO detail on the bottom, your differentials, all that good stuff. You can see your exhaust coming out, transmission, transfer case, all that good stuff is there. So doors don't open. Seriously, not a big deal. I mean, it's a $20 whatever truck. The only thing, I guess there's a little bit of a quality control issue here in that some of this paint is kind of janky on the side. So it's a little bit worn or a little bit thin there. That's fine. I mean, I'm probably going to repaint it anyway because baby poop brown, probably not the best selling color in the world, but it was cheap enough and I thought it was kind of a cool truck to try it. So anyway, so that is kind of a quick look at this Ford semi truck from Top Shelf Replicas. You can find these right now. Prices vary depending on color, style, and all of that. I've been told these brown ones are going to be a bargain. So if you need a bargain semi to repaint and do things with, you might want to check these out. So as always, thanks for watching. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever else we are in the universe. For the Love of Tractors, Shapeways, FTLOT is our shop. So thanks for watching. Have a good night.